Hey, what's up? It's JusNik, WBLS, and you are in for a treat today. Golden Globe nominated, Academy Award nominated, Gabourey Sidibe, also known as Gabby. Can I call you Gabby?
Gabby's fine, yeah.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
How you doing? Looking like sunshine. I love this orange on you. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful. I picked it up myself.
I can't. So first of all, let me just say congratulations to you on everything, okay? Because I've watched you grow, and I just love this new chapter of your life, honey.
Me too. Thank you.
Yes, smiling and everything. The twins, like, girl, you are busy.
Very.
Congratulations on being a mommy.
Thank you so much.
How does it feel?
I honestly love it. Like, I really, really love it. And I'm not the kind of, it's not that I like wanted kids. It's not that I didn't want them. I just didn't want them enough to do something about it, you know? Because, like, you get a certain age, your doctor's like, well.
Yeah, that part, that conversation.
Like, zero in on your ovaries. It's like, mind your business. But meeting my husband, I love him and I liked him enough. I was like, I want to make a small version of you. But we got two. We got two.
Well,
yeah.
First off, shout out to the hubby because he holds you down. Okay?
Don't he?
Like, I need fellas to really pay attention because we all want a man who goes hard like your man does. Like, honey, hubby be going in.
I'm very lucky.
I love it. He don't play about you, and that's what it should be.
Honestly, I think we all deserve it. You know what? And I'm a very suspicious individual. I don't take anything at face value at all. And so my husband kind of had to love me this loud and like this for me to even, accept it. I have no questions about him at all. Like that's my boo. Yeah.
Did you like put him through like a test in
Absolutely.
the beginning? Oh my God.
I'm still doing it. Yeah, no, I put him through the Olympics, I'm sure. Yeah, because people are weird and sometimes people have weird intentions.
Yeah.
But he has passed every single test, and I actually learned that I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to, because he is so clear. He is so clear. It doesn't make any sense for me to make up some story about what is he really, because it's really not who he is. Yeah,
that's a message, because there's a lot of people who will second guess a good thing.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we're not used to it. And it's like, what you want? You trying to hold something over my head, but no, congratulations to you on that. I love it for you. And twins, like you said, I mean, first of all, they seem like they're really sweet, and then not a handful, but of course you would know more.
Oh my goodness. No, they're a handful. They're a handful. Sometimes I'm like, y'all, I got 40 children at home. Like, it's sometimes twins, because it's like, they're both the same age. It's not like one could help me with the other one. Like,
right.
they're both so dependent. And they're so funny. They're like little goofballs. They are a handful. They really are.
Yeah. What's your cat's name?
Aaron and Darrell. There's two.
Oh, there's two.
Yes.
I feel so bad for them because I watch your Instagram and they be putting them cats through, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Aaron, the older one, knows better than to get up in their face like that. He stays away. But Darrell, the little one, is just he has really imprinted on my daughter. Aww. And he's so sweet to them. And he understands. He knows that they're babies,
right? And
he never attacks them. And they're actually learning. Yeah, I know that one video where they're my son is giving them the skibbity paps. But
yeah, I saw the video. Yeah. I was like, ouch.
And we're and you can you can't see me, you can't hear me, but I'm yelling, nice hands, nice. You can see both cat and baby look at me,
right?
But and I'm like, Darrell, save yourself, and he's like, I'm cool. I'm gonna let this baby chill, and he's gonna figure it out. And they are nicer and much more gentler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw where you were saying that you didn't want to go all out because the birthday's coming up, right?
Yeah.
So, speaking from a mother's point of view. I went all out for my daughter at her first, and she remembered nothing about it. I had to remind her and show her pictures. I had Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse there. It was a big deal. Yeah. Don't even do it. Don't even do it,
Yeah,
girl.
I'm not gonna do that because it's like I'm gonna take them on an experience.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna like experience something that they have never experienced before, which is easy because they ain't never been nowhere. They don't know. They're very uncultured, untraveled babies. But what I do want to foster in them is the feeling of celebrating their birthday.
Yes.
And that they'll get. It does not need to be like a $40,000 party. That's
Girl,
crazy.
for what though?
For pictures? I don't even like pictures like that.
Do you celebrate your birthday? You go all in?
I do. Not really anymore, just because, honestly, once I got married, I outsourced it. I was like, this is none of my business anymore. And my husband holds me down. Like, the last time before I had kids, before I got pregnant, he took me to the Usher show in Vegas.
Oh, boy. Mm-hmm. Why do you do that?
Really fun. That was really, really fun. He didn't lose me. I came back. But yeah, that's the last. Other than that, like, I don't know. I don't go all crazy for my birthday anymore. Like, that's a young man's game.
It really is, though, because it's like, I made it, thank you, God, and then just keep it moving. I don't need a reminder that I'm getting old, but I'm still grateful to be alive.
Yeah, because, and I don't mind getting older. One, I look like a baby.
That part.
And just will forever. But also, some people don't make it as far. Like, some people don't get a year.
Sure.
Some people don't get a day. And so I'm always grateful to get another year to be alive.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, let's talk about this movie on Lifetime. So I got a chance to watch the sneak peek. I won't tell everything, but I will say it was definitely a trigger for me.
Was it?
And I will share a little bit about that. So I'm learning to like be more vulnerable in this space. Have you like had to deal with that too, as far as, because you're an actress and people want to know so much about you and they want to know everything. So how are you with sharing?
Well, I am very much in charge of what I share.
Right.
And I'm a little bit of an open book. And people think I'm really, really open, and I am, but also I still only tell what I want people to know. But were you like in the system?
So yeah, I was, and now I didn't really go through foster care because I got adopted when I was like maybe 9 months. So it was only a short period of time. But definitely had a lot of, foster kids around me growing up, and even my niece, I have custody of my niece who's now 9. I got her 6 months, and it's because her mother had passed away. So I didn't want her to experience what I went through. So I said, no, we're not doing foster care. I'll take her in. And so I still have her till this day. I have legal custody.
See, sometimes the story does work out. Like
Yeah.
It really, really does. I'll share with you. I wrote a book a few years ago called This Is Just My Face, Try Not to Stare. And in it, I talk about my own experience with foster care. My parents lost custody of my brother and I for, I think it was 3 weeks. It's very hazy. I was like 6 years old, so I don't remember all of the details, but I do write about it. And I thought, and like, it wasn't, my parents like weren't abusive. They weren't like, it was kind of this same sort of situation in this film where it's just the circumstances led to us being taken away, and they had to do whatever they could in order to get us back, and we weren't gone very long.
Right.
and we never again entered into the system. And so we got kind of lucky. That story turned out really well for us, but there's so many stories where it doesn't come out as well, and people don't get their children back so quickly,
right?
Because of circumstances. Like for this woman, she was living in her car. She lost her job, and now her and her daughter are living in the car. And like honestly, as long as she's living in the car, that's not a safe space for her daughter. And so the courts had to keep her away.
Yeah. And it shows you just how quickly you can get into those kind of situations,
Yeah, because life be lifing all the time.
It does.
And a lot of Americans, a lot of single mothers are just a missed, paycheck, 1 or 2 paychecks away from being homeless and being evicted. And so this is not a story that isn't, prevalent.
Right.
It's not that rare story at all.
It's not. And in the story, it's called Give Me Back My Daughter on Lifetime. We'll talk about when you can watch it. But you have your mother now. So tell me how you incorporated your personal life with this role.
Well, I certainly learned that being a mom, there's I haven't come across it yet. I don't think there's anything that I wouldn't do for my kids. Like, I can't fathom something that I won't do. And not just to save their lives. It doesn't have to be that deep. I will do whatever I can to make them comfortable. Like simply to make them comfortable, to make sure that they are, that they're happy, that they're breathing right, that they're fed, all of these things. And I'll go pretty far. And so I incorporated that sort of mama bear energy into this role. This woman, there's nothing she's trying tooth and nail to get a job. She's got so much pride, and she doesn't want to take a lesser job because she's trained for that, and she doesn't want to ask for help, but she knows that she needs to figure out how to do that because she has got to get her baby back.
Yeah.
She has got to. And then, and I think a lot of women struggle with pride. A lot of,
definitely,
you don't want to ask for help because you want to feel like you are capable, and you don't want people to look at you as if you are weak. And it's really hard to say, I need help. I know that I struggle with that. To this day, I struggle with that, with saying, you know what, I need a break. Actually, I just need to walk away because I want to feel like I have it. I want to feel like I'm Superwoman.
Yes.
But like, the unfortunate thing is also we're just human, and it's hard to admit that to yourself.
And it's great that you have a support system, to be able to do that. Is it hard saying like, all right, hubby, because like you said, you're able to do that now, but in the beginning, is it like...
It certainly is. The thing about like having two kids at the same time, or having a kid at all, like with both my husband and I are first-time parents. We are both figuring it out at the same time, but he looks to me to have the answer first, like because I'm the mom,
right?
And, like, he's like, I trust you. What do you want to do? And I'm like, this is also my first baby. Like I don't really know what to do. But certainly I've gotten a lot better at being like, hey, I need you to figure this out. Or be like, hey, because also he works from home. He works from home so that he can be there for we feed them together. In between his work emails and meetings and the call, we do everything together. And so I know that he's got a lot on his plate. Yeah. And so if I ever feel like I'm struggling, I don't want to burden him with more because he's already at work. But there are definitely times where I have to say, look, I gotta shower.
Yeah.
I need you to just like, and he's always willing to do it. He's never said, no, I can't. And I need to remember that the next time I'm scared to ask him to do something.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, you talked about like, it's your first time parenting for both of you. Is there been a situation where like your mommy instincts just kicked in and you're like, you know what? I actually do know what I'm doing, even though I've never done this before?
All the time. Yeah. It is so strange how like there's sometimes when the babies are crying and it's just like, it feels like my whole body's on fire. It feels like everything is life or death. And there's some door that opens in the back of my head and it says, nope, calm down, take a few breaths. This is the answer. Try this, try that. Because my kids, like sometimes when they're sick, they don't want to like finish their bottle or they get like antsy and they just like don't want to sit in the same position. And I realize, I always forget it again, so I need to realize it all the time, but they will calm down if they hear me singing. So a lot of times the only way I can finish feeding them is if I start singing, and usually they'll like settle, they'll nuzzle up, and they'll open their mouths with the bottle, and they will, so like that happens a lot. But there's also like, interesting little things where it's like, oh, I know what to do. I just need to take a wet towel and wipe this down, or I need to, I think what's great is I had a really good mom. My mom was, she was a preschool teacher. I had an aunt who opened a school, who opened like a pre-K sort of daycare. And my mom became a teacher at like 12.
Oh, wow.
And so she's been taking care of kids since she was really, really young. The second we could walk, she potty trained us because like we were just the last in the line of kids that, she had to take care of. And she was like 30 when she had me. So she was an old pro at it. Wow. And so sometimes I remember what she would have done. I think, what would she have done? Okay, she would have done this. Okay, she did this, and I'm just going to do that again. It's really, really great that I had that sort of, template
Absolutely.
to sort of work off of.
Yeah, and then your environment really does help, with all of that. The twins, do you find that they're in sync a lot? Like, is it one starts crying and then the other?
Well, so like my children are weirdly polite in a way where if my daughter is crying, my son is like, what does she need? Get her what she needs. Get her what she needs. Like he gets mad at me, like get her what she needs. And my daughter, if my son is crying, she'll be like, she has no idea what's going on. She'll just be like, we're mad. She like cries in support, but like you can tell she doesn't really mean it. She's like half-hearted sort of cry, but they usually will take turns freaking out about stuff. And they are in sync. Sometimes, you know, they have like nanny cams over their bed, over their crib.
Yeah.
And we'll check on them in the middle of the night and they will be sleeping in the same exact position.
Wow.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
Yeah, we'll wait till they get older and they start climbing out together and
we had to
planning
move their
things.
cribs away from each other so that they don't do this. But yeah, I know they will.
Yeah.
It'll be the girl that really cracks the case first. Like it'll be her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think your mommy definitely showed in this film because it seems so natural. Just the dynamic between you and what's the young lady's name? She did an amazing job.
She is incredible. She's so smart too. That one, she's really, really great. She also has really great parents too.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like I can get a sense, even though you're acting, of what type of mom that you would be. It seems very playful and things like that. So, you know, that of course will be at a later date. But what do you feel like?
I'm playful with them now.
Really?
Like, yeah, absolutely. Because they're like, you know, they're about a year old, and so you can do stuff with them. They understand things. They love. So like after bath, I like will pick them up out of the bath and I'll like go, they love it. Like drip dry them. They think it's so funny. And then I take them to the mirror and I go, look, it's clean Maya. And she goes, yay! And she likes to high five herself, and I do the same with Cooper and he goes, ah, and does the same thing. And yeah, we're so goofy at home. Sometimes I will, if one is in the playpen, I'll pick the other one up and turn them upside down so that they can meet their and so they can meet their faces, and they just laugh so hard.
That's so cute. I love it.
We have so much fun.
Yeah, we'll keep those videos coming on Instagram because it really does. It's awesome, and you have a great sense of humor.
Thank you.
So with the film Give Me Back My Daughter, what would you say the main theme or message, if one could take away from the film?
I really think the main message is to lean on your community. Really lean on your community, because if we don't take advantage of the community that we've built, why have we built it? Why are we doing that? And you know, at the end of the film, like who really shows up for Renee and Imani is the community of friends and family that they built, you know, because they don't have any of their own friends and family. They don't have any of their own family, and they have to build this community. They have to build their own family, and they do. And that's really beautiful. And I think, you know, the society we live in is very it's solitaire. Like
For sure.
you know, it's like, it's my house, it's my home, it's just my stuff. And we have friends, but we don't often call on those friends because of pride, I think, still. So that's the biggest message I want people to take away. Call on your community. Absolutely.
And it's so true. I feel like the pandemic kind of bred a lot of that, where
Absolutely.
It's like every man for themselves kind of thing. But I do think that it needed to be reiterated that community, we should have a sense of community. So I love that. I love the film. You guys should definitely watch it. It's going to be on Lifetime Saturday. What time does it start?
I believe 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Make sure you are tuning in. It's really got a great storyline, and you did an amazing job.
Thank you.
So what can your fans look forward to after this?
Ooh, you know what? I think I'm going to go down and do some comedies.
You should, though. You are so funny.
You.
Like,
Thank you. Yeah, I think I love laughing and I love being funny, and I weirdly enough, I try to make everything into a comedy, and my therapist says I should stop. But you know what? I'm not gonna.
Good for the soul.
She's not the boss of me. So yeah, I hope to be able to do some comedies.
I am here for it. All right, let's get those roles coming, baby. You see, she's funny. Well, Gabby, thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure talking to you. I'm so proud of you and happy for you. So
thank you.
Start by saying that.
Thank you so much. It is so sweet of you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching, everybody. It's WBLS.